Alright, in this tutorial we're going to cover the use of Adobe Camera Raw within Photoshop. And Adobe Camera Raw is used to convert raw images that your camera can take and make them into something usable within Photoshop. Now if you don't know what a raw image is, it's kind of like a digital negative back from the film days. So you're getting an image that is what it says it is. It's raw. It hasn't been manipulated. When your camera produces a JPEG image, it's done a lot of information manipulation already. It's set your white balance, it's set your exposure, it's set your sharpness, it's boosted the contrast and the saturation and a bunch of different things like that. And it can come out okay, but some people like to have total control and get the best picture possible. And it gives you some leniency if you underexpose, if you overexpose a little bit. It's a lot easier to bring that picture back within a raw developer than it is from a JPEG. If you're trying to manipulate a JPEG, you're not going to have as much leniency, and your picture will basically the pixels will be destroyed much sooner. So let's get right to it. We can look in the mini bridge, and I'm going to grab two images. The image I want to manipulate plus a white balance card. Double click there and it's going to open them both within Adobe Camera Raw. Now this is my white balance card. You can do a search on the internet for gray card, white balance, check your local camera store, or there's a lot of different styles that you can use. But what we want to do is set the color balance for this card. Light produces different colors. If you've ever taken a picture indoors and noticed that the end result was kind of a brownish orange, that's because the color of light is orange that's produced by tungsten lights. Our eyes are able to adjust really easy. Our eyes know what the colors are supposed to be, and so the color of the light doesn't always make a lot of difference. If they're fluorescent lights, it would be more on the bluish level. Light from the sky, from the blue sky, is going to be blue. Light from clouds, from shade, it's going to be a little bit different. If you're taking a picture of somebody laying in the grass, there's going to be a tint of green from the grass. And so the light's constantly changing. And if you have a gray card, you know that this is supposed to be completely neutral, and we can make adjustments for it here in Adobe Camera Raw. So what I'm going to do is come up to the top and take my white balance tool and just look around. If you keep an eye up on this area over here on the upper right, the red, green, blues, it will show you exactly what the color is below it. And so we want something that's kind of similar there, and you click on it, and now we have 131, 131, 131, and our temperature changed to what it was. So now it's 6250 plus 3, and it was 5800 minus 6. So I'll click on it again, and now, well, that I just accidentally hit a button, but that reminded me that we can also make adjustments here that are built into Photoshop. So auto is going to do what it thinks is right, but if we look here at the numbers, it didn't get it right. Daylight, cloudy, and the cloudy is the closest so far, and I shot this at sunset, and so where she is facing that is away from the sun. But so there might be one of these that fit your needs, and there's the tungsten to to combat the orange and brown lights. It makes it extra blue. Let me go back to As Shot and then click there, and I have 6200 and plus 3, and so that's pretty good. Now what I can do is take that and hold down the control key and click on my other picture and hit synchronize. And in this case you can select everything. I just want white balance, but if you have a whole list of images and you adjust one of them, you can adjust the whole batch if they're all in the same lighting conditions. So I'll go OK there, and now we're just going to work here. As you can see, this is well underexposed, and partly on purpose because I wanted to be able to make sure that I captured the sky. And we will continue this on the next video.